Hey guys, always Sonic here, bringing you, let me turn this down a little because it's kind of loud gonna come through the mic, definitely. But this is one of my favorite mobile suits, just in Gundam in general. And definitely top 5 mobile suits in the game, at least for me, the Kampfer. This thing is the definition of hit and run. It's pretty fast with 205 high-speed movement, I believe it is, and I believe 130 just walking speed. Problem with that is this is the level 2, by the way. This is the one that comes into 500. Problem with that is that at 450, right? You're trading. Okay, I was a little late on that tackle there. If I were a little earlier, if I just a few frames earlier, I would have gotten the counter tackle. I don't know how he misses me, but just go down the hill there. What's weird about the Kampfer is at 500, there are plenty of things that are just as fast as it. The Hazel comes to mind. The Gundam Mark II is even faster. But they also are bulkier than this thing is. The thing is a 450. Yes, you're trading a lot of speed. You're getting a lot of speed, and maneuver armor, but in return, you are very, very fragile. As I'd call it, you are made of rice paper soaked in petrol. Even being looked at the wrong way, you will explode. As you saw earlier, I took one hit and already got a warning. I've only been taking stray hits and my legs are already half dead. Maneuver armor does its job. Now, the Kampfer is also incredibly good because it has 3 instant stun weapons. It has its bazooka, with I think it has 6 shots, and I believe you can fire 6 shots before having to reload. It has a shotgun, which will instantly break maneuver armor, and it can be used from pretty decent range. It also has a Sturmfaust, which do insane amounts of damage. So this is like one of the best 1v1 suits in the game. But also this is kind of illustrating the problem here of this suit because it is so fragile. Unless you want to give the enemy team points, sometimes you have to go back. Me requesting help because I'm just being shot at and no return fire is going into the enemies there. It's an excellent 1v1 monster, but it doesn't do well in wide open spaces or against multiple enemies. Also, its range is kind of blasé because bazookas aren't the greatest ranged weapons in the world. It doesn't have a beam rifle. Now, I do have a build video, but I am running level 2 overheat. That was just a lucky blind shot. I just fired into there. I'm running level 2 overheat, so not only am I getting a slight boost, I'm also getting, was it 10% decreased overheat? Unfortunate. But how do you play this thing? I think we're going to get an example here next time I respawn. But the general idea is you pick your target, you stun him once, you boost into him, bait him into dodge rolling either by meleeing him only once, or by just boosting up on him without doing anything. You switch to one of your other instant stun options, and then you go for your shenaniganery. I believe we're about to see it right here with this Gaz L or Gaz R. It's the general version one. See this? Boop. That's how you do it. Bait out the tackle, stun him again, upswing, downswing, Sternfaust in the legs. That's a lot of damage. You can kind of just 1v1 the entire team this way. My Sternfausts aren't ready, so I just do this. That is also a viable option. In fact, it might be a little bit better because it's easier to switch from Bazooka to Beam Saber instead of Sternfaust to Beam Saber. Yes, pick a target, trick it into doing something, punish it for doing so. Of course, the thing is in this game, at least with tackles and dodge rolls, it can kind of feel like, actually it doesn't feel like it's exactly the case, where you have to do it. You lose either way. You lose either way, right? So either you dodge roll, and he baits you out and you get punished for it, or you don't dodge roll, and you get punished for it. and the enemy who's stunned you has all the time in the world. It's not a guessing game on his part. He's free to wait. But that's neither here nor there. That's not necessarily a discussion on it. But also important. Kampfer has maneuver armor. It's only level 1, but it's maneuver armor. You live and die off of your boost. If you want to stay alive, you need to be moving. And also, since we're at the 3-minute mark, do y'all know the like button was free? Y'all know the like button and the subscribe button were free? There's a short reminder there. Anyway, the entire enemy team's respawning. We're just trying to get together, but we have the lead. No reason to push. We're in a situation where if we do nothing, we win. Just wait for our team to come back. Hold them off as much as we can. See, I can't push that. There were like 3 enemies on their friendly there, so I need to get the hell up out of there. They try to stop me, but they can't. Again, at 500, Kampfer speed is not all that impressive, but while it's boosting, has a really low profile. So at level 3 and above, I do recommend the melee overtuning part so that I do recommend it, because now you're back to be one of the fastest things in the metagame, at least at that point. So now the trade for speed versus armor actually makes sense, at least at that point. At level 2, I don't think you need it. You don't get a whole lot out of it, and clearly at level 1, you don't get a whole lot out of it. But at level 3 and 4, I think it's definitely worth it.
Your unit is being repaired. Unit repair is complete.
Last 2 team fights coming up. We're all pretty good on health, but we got time. No reason not to just get the extra little bit. Every extra little bit can count. That is the LA Pixie. I was hoping to just downswing because I can do so much damage. I have no idea why that didn't stun. No idea why that didn't stun either, but that's okay. Does not have assault booster, so you get heavy staggered if you're standing on top of an exploding enemy. Halfway predicted that. I am surprised I managed to get out of that situation. But doesn't matter. This should be. Well, not should. This is going to be a victory. And then all I have to do is nothing. Die, except for that one guy. Oof. It was close there at the end, but we did it. Again, Kampfer, hit and run, 1v1 monster. Bait their dodge rolls, punish them for doing so. That's how you play it. I'll see y'all later.